hip hop.
On Monday Night Raw, that St. Louis, Missouri crowd did not disappoint. They booed. They let their voices be heard, and they booed. They chanted, "Rocky sucks," and they chanted, "We want Cody." And it was glorious. Now, the WWE were leaning into the "We want Cody" chants. They were acknowledging that. But after the first segment, they started muting the crowd. During the main event, when Cody was facing Shinsuke, the crowd was chanting, "Rocky sucks," but they muted it. According to reports, the WWE did not expect the negativity toward The Rock, which is stunning considering the reason why they're chanting "We want Cody." They're chanting "We want Cody" because they don't want The Rock versus Roman. Therefore, it's easy to imagine how the crowd could chant "Rocky sucks." But for some reason, according to reports, they didn't see that coming. One thing I want you guys to notice, at no point did they acknowledge why the chant was happening. They know why it's happening. They never talked about how the fans want Cody versus Roman. They never flat out said it. Drew brought it up, but commentary did not. Folks, they clearly intend to run Roman versus Rock. The Rock will wrestle at Mania. I believe this is part of the agreement that they worked out to get him on the board. They wanted him on the board desperately, so they gave him what he wanted. He wanted to wrestle Roman in the main event, so he got it. Simple as that. This is not a work, folks, and that's kind of the point of this video. That's kind of what I want to address here. It's not a work. Folks are so desperate to come across as smart wrestling fans, so they label everything a work. Can't fool me. It's a work. I'm calling it out. It's a work. But guys, this is not a work, okay? It makes no sense for it to be a work. If you think about it for 2 seconds, it's not. People are arguing that this will make Cody a bigger babyface. Look at how much support he's getting. Yes, he is getting a lot of support right now, but he was already over. The plan was not to have The Rock look bad to elevate Cody. Do you think Dwyane would sign up for that? Honestly, this is the same guy who has a clause in his contract that says during movies, he can't lose fights. The ego of this man. Do you think this man's ego would allow him to sign up for a gig where he looks bad to elevate someone else? The man literally does not like to take losses in fictional movies. I mean, this is make-believe, but he doesn't want his character to take an L in a movie. It's ridiculous. He did not sign up for this, all right? He signed up with the full intention of facing Roman Reigns. He believed that his popularity would trump any story elements for Cody. There is no way in hell Dwyane Johnson signed up to make himself get booed, okay? That was not the plan. This situation backfired on him, and now they're scrambling to try to make sense of it all. They want to please the fans while at the same time doing Roman versus Rock. They want to do that match. I'm telling you, Ari and The Rock has worked it out. That's the match they want to do. Now they're trying their best to appease the fans somehow, but it's not going to work because the fans want the story to end. They want the story to end at WrestleMania. The Rock thought that he would come back and get cheered. Okay, they did not have some master plan to get The Rock booed. Doesn't make sense. We're talking about Dwyane Johnson here. Guys, if this was a work, none of it makes sense. This man won the Royal Rumble and then pointed to Roman in the crowd and said, "Hey, I'm coming for you." And then less than a week later, he says, "Nah, I'm good. The Rock can have the spot." And his reasoning was, he wants The Rock to take everything from him so The Rock can take the belt and the title of head of the table. But if that's the case, Cody saying he's still coming for Roman makes no sense because Roman would no longer be the champion. And Cody wants to win the belt. Finishing the story means winning the belt. So if The Rock wins the belt, there's no reason for him to go after Roman anymore. He would have to go after The Rock. You see, none of this makes sense. Cody says that he's going after Roman, but not at WrestleMania. So what he's saying is, The Rock is going to lose because the only reason why you would still go after Roman is if Roman was still champion. But if you think The Rock is going to lose, then why are you giving up your spot to begin with? You see, none of it makes sense. This isn't some work. It doesn't make sense because we have two different creative forces. We have what Triple H and Cody want, and then we have what The Rock and TKO want. So simply put, this is not a work. This is a change coming from the top and creative having to scramble to try to make it happen. I honestly believe Triple H is not happy about the situation. That's just my gut feeling. They're gonna have a hard time explaining why Cody Rhodes would give up his Mania spot after pointing to Roman in the crowd. The biggest reason why people are upset is not that The Rock is facing Roman. They're upset because none of this makes sense. They're not even confident with letting Cody explain himself because they know it doesn't make sense. The "we want Cody" chants doesn't really make sense in kayfabe, right? Cody Rhodes is the one giving up his spot. The Rock didn't force him to do anything. So in reality, the "we want Cody" chants are directed towards The Rock and TKO. But in storyline, it's directed towards Cody because he's the one that made the decision to give up his spot. It's a mess. There is no good way for Cody to explain why he gave up his spot to The Rock. Nothing he will say will make any sense, especially considering his goal is the belt. So even if The Rock wins it, he would then have to face The Rock because his goal is the belt. So then Roman would be out of the picture. There's no way around how dumb this is. There's no way around it. This was not a work. They screwed up. Now they're trying to scramble to make it work somehow. And Thursday will be a mess. During that press conference, when they announce The Rock versus Roman, the crowd will boo. I don't know how they plan on getting around that, but they will boo. This is not going away. The crowd will boo. They're now trying to hide the "Rocky sucks" chants. There was a YouTube video on the WWE on USA channel. They acknowledged the "Rocky sucks" chants. They have now changed the title, okay? They're trying to get away from the "Rocky sucks" chants because the Rock versus Roman match is still on. That's still the plan. That's what they want to do. And they do not want any negativity around The Rock. He's not supposed to be a heel. He's supposed to be a face. But in the mind of the crowd, he is a heel because of the off the camera stuff, the behind the scenes stuff. Go look at Dwyane's Instagram. Does that seem like someone who's not gonna wrestle? He believes that The Rock versus Roman is the biggest match and no one can tell him otherwise. The fans just have to make their voices heard. Let them know. Don't go over the line. Just express your opinions. If you hate it, tell them. Yell it, scream it, shout it, boo. Let everyone know how you feel. Don't cross the line. Don't harass people. Let it be known how you feel about this. Go look at the man's Instagram. He is fully committed to it. He's talking about having thick skin. He's gonna do this, okay? It sucks. I hate it, but I believe he has been planning to do this, whether Cody has known it or not, for a while. He's kind of a snake, honestly. He only cares about himself. The man tried to take over the DC universe. He failed, and now he's coming for the WWE. Again, the man has a clause in his movie contracts that say he can't lose a fight during the movie. He literally has a no-lose clause. It's pathetic. That WrestleMania kickoff press event should be hilarious. What are your thoughts, guys? Do you believe that it's a work? Have you been fooled? Because I'm telling you, it's not. Remember to like and subscribe. We're on our way to 20,000 subs, and I will talk to you later.
Keep up!